Welcome to a chilling sojourn into the heart of dread. Tonight, we crackle open the dusty VHS tapes and peer through the grainy screens of forgotten cathode ray tubes, for we embark on a spine-tingling voyage into the captivating world of analog horror. Forget the sterile sheen of HD and the sterile perfection of CGI, for here, in the flickering shadows of yesteryear, lies a different breed of terror. A breed born not of pixels and algorithms, but of worn celluloid, warped vinyl, and the hiss of static clinging to the air. We may be bathed in the digital deluge of the modern age, inundated with hyperreal horrors conjured through the magic of code, but a primal allure still clings to the rawness of analog. In an age of instant gratification, the slow burn of suspense cultivated by a scratched film reel, the unnerving hum of an unreliable projector, becomes an act of deliberate provocation. Think back, comrades of fear, to the golden age of cathode ray chills. Remember the goosebumps raised by Rod Serling's cryptic pronouncements on The Twilight Zone, the way each twisty vignette unraveled the fabric of reality, leaving us questioning the very essence of existence. Recall the mischievous cackle of the crypt keeper, guiding us through Tales from the Crypt, where morbid morality tales played out in garish colors and dripping with irony. These weren't just horror shows, they were cultural touchstones, shared experiences that fueled nightmares and whispered warnings around the water cooler. They were crafted not with the sterile precision of computers, but with the sweat and ingenuity of humans. The creaking sets, the cobbled-together special effects, they breathed a ragged authenticity into the macabre, reminding us that the most potent terrors often lurk in the imperfections, the glitches in the matrix of our perceived reality. And the torch still burns, flickering fiercely even in the digital era. Shows like American Horror Story stand as modern-day tributes, weaving narratives steeped in the nostalgia of the past while embracing the stylistic advancements of the present. They prove that analog's chilling legacy hasn't dimmed, instead evolving into a hybrid terror that taps into our collective memory of simpler, spookier times. So, why does this antiquated aesthetic grip us so tightly? Perhaps it's the tangible quality, the sense of holding a piece of the story in our hands, be it a dusty VHS cassette or a warped vinyl record. Maybe it's the vulnerability exposed, the imperfections that whisper of reality's fragility, reminding us that the line between fiction and fear is thinner than we think. Or perhaps it's the element of surprise, the unpredictability of a tape suddenly chewing itself to oblivion, a projector bulb exploding in a shower of sparks, plunging us into darkness just as the tension peaks. These imperfections become part of the experience, jolting us out of our comfort zone, reminding us that we're not passive consumers, but active participants in the dance of dread. While we revel in the dazzling spectacle of CGI, let us not forget the raw power of analog's grit. The creak of a haunted floorboard, the flickering shadow cast by a dying bulb, these visceral elements speak directly to our primal fears, bypassing the logical filters of our minds and lodging themselves deep within our quivering psyches. So, fellow Fright fans, cast aside your shiny tablets and sleek streaming devices. Dust off that old VCR, dig out those forgotten cassettes, and prepare to lose yourself in the grainy depths of analog horror. For in the hiss of static and the flicker of celluloid lies a primal terror that no amount of pixelated perfection can replicate. Remember, the most chilling stories aren't always found in pixel-perfect clarity, but in the shadows that dance at the edges of the screen, waiting to snatch you into the darkness. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with a dusty projector and a stack of scratched films. Until next time, may your nightmares be filled with static and may your screams echo through the corridors of analog terror.